As promised, here is my update. This is all the material we are getting rid of. I want you to see how big that is. And this is what we have now. We have our Google Fiber Wi-Fi router, and we have chosen to get a Roku streaming device, right there, that little guy, because televisions, even smart TVs like this one, their interface for streaming is usually not as dynamic and usually doesn't have as many options as an actual streaming device. So we chose to get a Roku, and we have one for each of our TVs. The other reason why we chose to get a Roku is because we were interested in getting YouTube TV Live, which allows us to watch local channels, and we chose YouTube TV because it had the most to offer. However, because it's relatively new, most of the brands of our TV do not have the app for YouTube TV. So here is what it looks like as soon as we turn on our television. I use my Roku remote control, and here are all of the things that we have. Now, most of you are already familiar with Netflix, Prime, Hulu, and I don't have subscriptions to all of these. These are just ones that came with the Roku. I do have Netflix, Prime Video, and Hulu just because all three of them have their own productions that I really like, and I just didn't want to give up on those. All right, so I'm going to take you to YouTube TV because most of you who are worried about switching from cable to only streaming and not having your local channels, or you still like surfing a bit. My daughter does, and so that's why we went with YouTube TV. So when we get to YouTube TV, what you're going to notice is that the interface is very similar to what you're used to with cable. When I go over to live, you can see me toggle at the top of the screen over to live, and I click on that, and then here is all of your stations that you would normally expect to see. So this is our local NBC. You can see that it's our local WOAI, KENS 5, KSAT, Fox, etc. So those are our local, and we still get the same. It's just like watching regular TV. And then you can just toggle down and you get lots and lots of different stations. There's sports stations. There's 65 total stations. The two that we're bummed about and that doesn't seem to be on any streaming, live streaming, is PBS and Comedy Central. But most of those things you can get the specific shows that you want off of a different, like Netflix or Amazon Prime. But that was one of the things that we did give up. However, if you really want to watch it, I have friends who really speak highly of the new antennas, and you can really truly get a lot of your stations that way. The other thing that YouTube TV has that I like, and one of the reasons why we chose to get it, is you can DVR just like you would. It's called your library. And just to give you an example, these are our recordings, and Puppy Dog Pals is the big one that we had to have. Like, that was something, this is Mateo's favorite show. He expects to watch this after dinner. And I looked any other way to get Puppy Dog Pals. The only way that I could get it is through some sort of live TV. And so that's how we also ended up with YouTube TV. Anyway, there's lots of other cool features that it has that I haven't even explored yet. But so far, if you go to your home station, notice England versus Cameroon, Germany versus Nigeria. Obviously, Rodolfo's already been watching soccer, and these are some of the things that they are suggesting for us. And if you go down, this is what I've been watching, Puppy Dog Pals, and that's just because we've been. So it's a lot like any other streaming channel, except you can get all your live TV there. Hope you liked it. This was my first little how to do it YouTube video. Have a great day, y'all.